Greetings, humans! How are we all? Are you ready for some chaos? Are you ready for some danger? Are you ready for probably a little bit of hilarity? Slightly unhinged? Slightly unhinged? If it's only slightly, then I feel I've done something wrong. But anyway, welcome everybody. So nice of you all to join me. Hello, Fat Rat. Hello. Hey, Skip. Hello, Ruth. How are all my weirdos out there? It's Sunday. There are no hinges. We are that unhinged, Laura. Welcome. We are that unhinged that there are no hinges. Oh, human. Oh no, that's fine. Sorry. For a minute, human thought, oh my goodness, we're 2 minutes in. Don't tell me we fucked up already. She's just opened up. She's just opened up the screen for the escape room for us to read, and she was like, oh, holy shit, that doesn't look right, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll have to find another way to completely derail this. Anyway, hello, Emma. Hello, Josh. 21 weeks till Christmas. Fuck off, Josh. I'm not ready for that kind of talk. Hello, Chloe. You're stuck in work? Ugh, I'm very sorry about that, Chloe. Hello, Mike? Raspberry, how dare you? How dare you? Skip, no mother today, but for everybody who is a sub, there will be a sub only live tomorrow, and hopefully, not only will it be Tipo, but the human mother should be there too. If presuming nothing happens, you know. But yeah, she should be there too. So yes, Tipo and Mummy will be doing the sub only live this time tomorrow. Don't miss it. Hello, Sock Monkey. Hello, Yvonne. Hello, Mutu. Tipo didn't refuse, and neither did the human's mother. I think they're both pretty stupid, to be honest. I think they're both in trouble. Sock Monkey, you miss human mother, do you? Really? Hello, Kyle. And thank you, Ruth, for my gifts. Thank you. Skip, you'll have to catch it. Oh, Skip, there won't be an upload, Skip. I can't upload sub-only things. Yeah, because I guess then they stop being sub-only. So yeah, Skip, there won't be a catch-up. Everything else will be available to catch up on as usual from tomorrow. When the human sorts it out. So, you know, like halfway through the day. But yeah. Greetings, Paula Slay. Is it time for insanity, Carl? It is always time for insanity. When is it not time for insanity? You tell me that. I have yet to find a moment where a little bit of insanity doesn't make everything better. Yes. Oh my goodness. When I nodded, wasn't I all floofy? Yes, nice, very pleasing. Anyway, I'm so easily pleased, yeah. Chloe, you like seeing how the human's mother is an incentive? It's quite disturbing, to be honest. I mean, how fucking long have we been doing this? All of us, all of the gang, working so hard. Whoa, Froggies, thank you. I took that a little bit personally. That was my tender spot, wasn't it? But how hard have we all been working at this? And you people go absolutely bonkers for the human's mother. You've got literal aliens, actual aliens, who could tell you all sorts of things. And you want to spend your time talking to a fucking human. Honestly. Cow, don't worry about the kidnappers, though their remains may never be found. Paula, yes, there is a subscriber live tomorrow. So, if you are not a subscriber, fucking subscribe and then you'll see it. This time tomorrow, it will be Tipo and the human's mother. Yeah. I mean, I asked you, didn't I? That serves me right. There's no... Oh, human, you just kicked the tripod, honestly. There's no root beer. No root beer in the escape room. No, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. When I say I am, it's because Kure talked about it. I think we got away with that one. Anyway, Josh, you remember when Tipo was the shy one? I know, right? Xander, have you escaped? Have you escaped the escape room? Have you missed the escape room? Have you escaped the mist room? No, it hasn't happened yet, Xander. We've got a good 20 minutes before before we begin that. Hello, Edward. You think this is odd? Stick around. It's going to get a lot fucking worse, I promise you. Carol, does Kure still want to try? I think Kure intends to use it as a mixer. Yeah. And hello, Denise. Hello. So, everybody, I'm up to date with the messages. Who am I? What have we done with the original, the real Raz? Original? Authentic? I don't know. Hello, Ophelia. What's that? You've got a farting monkey in your username, Ophelia. Fine. I'm not going to judge. A little bit jealous, if anything. So before we begin, let's talk a bit of shit. So, don't forget, everybody, if you follow the links in my profile, you can find Patreon and all of that. And for those of you who don't know what Patreon is, basically, you subscribe there and you get exclusive content that I don't put anywhere else. You leave comments and the human responds to them, well, almost quickly. I mean, it's not bad for the human, is it? And we are working on lovely new things to do on there as well. I know a lot of you very, very much want a live Q&A where you don't have to put up with this, with the comments, where you can actually speak. And one day the human will figure out how we can do that on Patreon without it costing a lot of money. Yeah, because all the software Patreon recommends is very expensive. So anyway, that's my problem, not yours. Well, actually, it's the human's problem. I don't know why I've said all of that out loud. Have I had too much sugar today? I think I might have. So you will notice, yes, you can do all of that on Patreon. That's what Patreon is. There's merch and shit. And if you are in the UK, there's free postage on all t-shirts until midnight. So if you are one of my lovely TikTok subs, you will notice that you have your stickers. This week's specials were Calm Down Lewis. And what was the other one? Don't Relive the Chaos. Yes, that. So by the end of this, I hope you'll be able to tell me what stickers you want for next week. In fact, human, I don't know if we checked if we've got the right stickers enabled that people might need for today's escape room. Fuck. You didn't look, did you? No. And if you're not a sub... yes, Chloe, sorry, going back to Patreon, yes, you had a blooper. I have to say, it's rather disturbing just how many outtakes there seem to be around at the moment. If you are a patron, I think it's going to be like outtake month. Lots of Monday motivation and us going, oh, fuck, yes. What was I going to say? Oh, yes, subscribers, yes. So be thinking about what stickers you want for next week. And if you're not a sub now, because then you can be part of our new thingy, our sub only live tomorrow. Yes. And also, the next sub will trigger our next goal. Our next goal is that Zula is going to do some fortune telling, which Zula is quite excited about. We've gone down a bit of a rabbit hole with tarot and pentagrams and spirit boxes. Which, I mean, like, yeah, the human has fuck tons of stuff that she should be doing. But there we go. So, Zula's quite excited about it. So I really do hope we get a subscriber. And Zula will do that next Saturday. Or not, if we don't have a subscriber. I hope that all made sense. It made sense in my head. Fuck it if it didn't. Right. You like the bloopers, Chloe? Excellent. Good job, really, isn't it? Because that's what you're getting. Paula, you watched Indie. The Many Deaths of Noodles. I know, right? Back in the day. Josh, what does the human think of having all those new brothers and sisters? Well, I mean, the human doesn't have a big family, but I mean, I don't know really. I think she's more concerned about how many potential nieces and nephews she's going to be contractually obliged to spoil because frankly, two is enough. If that's the knock-on effect of having all these new brothers and sisters, then frankly, she's fucked. Yes. Oh, Laura, you've achieved. Goal achieved. Thank you, Laura. Right, well, it looks like Zula's going to be doing some fortune-telling next Saturday then. Fuck, now we've got to think of a new goal. It's like an endless round of homework, this, isn't it? How strong is my poison? Oh, it is quite potent. Yes. It is quite fast-acting. So, I mean, the immediate effect is that you will be instantly paralysed. I mean, it affects people different ways. Some people can be quite allergic, and then it will be quite painful for them. But what will happen is it will slowly shut down all your internal organs. So the worst bit about it is that you're aware of it all happening. You can feel your life ebbing away, and there's nothing that you can do. So yes, that's sort of what my poison is like. Thank you for asking, Chloe. Thank you. So, Yvonne, how does one access the stickers? Oh, that's a very, very good question. I don't know, but I am really far behind. So I'm hoping someone might have answered Yvonne's question by the time we get there. Because, yeah, this doesn't work the same for me as it works for you. Hello, Tails, you're a sub for Mummy Goose. Oh, thank you, Chloe. Thank you. Not only did you answer, Chloe, but you've pinned that as well. Yes. Paula, you want me to tell you your fortune? Right, okay, Paula, what do I predict? I predict, Paula, that come around, what do we think? Come Thursday morning, you're going to have a very odd couple of hours. You're going to find yourself very confused, slightly bewildered. How's that, Paula? Does that mean anything to you? Does it, Paula? Does the letter S mean anything, Paula? S on Thursday. Does that mean anything to you? Xander, you'd like T-Pone Carl doing a seance? Oh, I definitely think we need to do a Dead Carl seance. Although, what will happen if we have a seance? Does that mean that Dead Carl will just get his voice back? Oh, that could be a game changer, couldn't it? Oh, we'll have to see. Oh, goodness, Human, I hope you don't fucking forget this by the time this live's over. That we need to do a seance at Halloween. Chloe, you'd like a live Q&A about my past. Chloe, are you working on behalf of the intergalactic adjudicators? Are you? Are you part of the intergalactic judiciary? Well, I mean, I don't really want to incriminate myself, Chloe, but I guess we could. Guys, I'm so far behind with the messages. Right, Human, you've got to remember, there's no point you writing it down, but you've got to remember a seance for Halloween. And Yvonne has found the thingies. Well done. Brilliant. So, I'm really far behind with the messages, everybody. So, I'm gonna... Laura, you only subbed so you could use the mother sticker. Laura, the Human has not shared your mummy daddy artwork yet, okay? But oh, thank you, Paula. Thank you, Paula. Did you not like the sound of the Human's brain whirring in the background? Was it like interference? Oh, and thank you, Chloe, as well. Thank you very, very much. Yes, Laura, the Human hasn't shared your artwork yet. She feels like she should probably soften the blow a little. Tails, you think you've built up your immunity? What, to my fur? We'll see about that. There's more than just my fur, you know. Oh, hello, Beth. Hello, Beth. You did send me a baby fox. Thank you. I'm very far behind the messages. The human has not seen little Foxy Loxy, but the last time she did, which was about a week or so ago, he had a ball in his mouth, a little tennis ball. Like what the fuck is the little thing running around doing? Has he been watching too much Wimbledon or what? So she hasn't seen him since then, which was probably, I don't know, a week or two ago. But yeah, he was having some fun. Oh, Emma has to go. Oh, Emma probably went fucking 10 minutes ago. Farewell, Emma. Paula, you'll let me know whether that's true. Okay. Yes, Paula will be doing the Paula on Thursday, Froggies. Hello, Kaluna. You have to rush to work after this. Well, let's set you up with a nice bit of what? A nice bit of death. A nice bit of death. Nice bit of death. Thank you, Chloe. I know I'm the favourite. Kyle, the human once did try to write down a reminder while we were on air, and frankly, it was it was like she'd had a stroke. I have no idea. It was worse to have a reminder that she couldn't read than have no reminder at all. So I'm going to try and catch up to the messages. Thank you very much, everybody, for attempting to keep the human reminded for all of these startlingly good ideas. Yes. Hello, Mr. Werewolf Dude. I'm really behind. I'm really behind with the messages, but I'm going to try and catch up. Do you know what? I am going to let the human take a sip. Oh, 16. Oh, no, fuck that. We'll get there. Have a sip, human. I think you deserve it. I say I think she deserves it. If I'm honest, it's really just making it easier for me. You know, all the time she's not all, then it's a bit easier. Oh, but Ozzy? Ozzy, have you just subscribed? Oh, and I don't have a goal? Oh, hello, Obi-Wan. Hello there. What's it like on the high ground? What if Carl's voice comes back and he's a Brummie? Well, you know, what have we got against Brums? Eh? Right. Yvonne, why does your name have Slain? Yes, Yvonne, it is a sub thing. What it is TikTok invited me to create, invited Zula to create a little badge to sum up all you people. But the problem is it's limited, so we can only have 4 letters, and the picture is only an emoji. So that's why you have a lump of cheese in the word slay. Yeah. Kaluna, the irony of that is not lost on me. Do you know what? It's a wonder that we ever do an escape room at all, isn't it? People need to hush. I think Kaluna is finding a very polite way to tell her to shut the fuck up. Thank you so much for all the humans. Sip music. Hello, Mark. The human's mother is not here today, but if you are a subscriber, there's a special sub only live tomorrow, and she will be there then. Ozzy, you had to sub because you love us. I love you too, Ozzy. And yes, I've just said there's a sub only live tomorrow. So, yes, same time. So, what's a Brummie? A Brummie is someone who's from Birmingham, Yvonne. You know, like a Scouser is from Liverpool. A Brummie is from Birmingham. Yeah. Mark, the human's mother is the most amazing lady. You weren't entirely so polite about it, as I recall last week. Not as bad as Lewis, but, you know. Ace! Hello, Ace. You beg forgiveness as well, you should. I've been talking shit for 20 whole minutes now. Before you've turned up. Think of all the stuff you've missed. We've had all sorts of revelations. Yes. Anyway, oh dear, Paula, you're getting peckish, are you? I'm very sorry. So, where are we? What were we doing? Yes, Skip, Black Sabbath is a Brummy band. In fact, Skip, there's a whole load of bands from the Black Country, like Black Sabbath, back in the day. Just saying. Mark, we need a Father Christmas live, do we? Do we really, though? Did you see how much he complained about wearing his fucking hat? Can you imagine if he has to wear the suit as well? He's a little bit grumpy, isn't he? Anyway, we were about to start the escape room. Yeah, I know, Chloe, we'll get there. Mutu, you always think of someone swimming in a pool of livers. Well, thank you. Now I will too. I think that's very much one of those, hey guys, this is weird. Now I'll make all of you weird too. You know, like like that whole, oh, this smells weird. Smell it. It's exactly like that. Yes. King Charles is a brother. What bollocks are you talking, Xander? Come on. Oh, human, did you almost accidentally block Chloe? Don't do that. Don't do. No, come on, stop being mean, people. Geordies are from Newcastle. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Liver fluff. Oh, poor, you know, I have to say that if you hear anything in the background, it'll be your fault, Paula. The human is particularly about liver. Ugh. The smell. Have you ever been around liver when it's cooking? I know this is an old people thing, and it's just ugh. I can't even. Yeah, Chloe, it's one of those things where the human touched the screen to move the comments up, and then she touched it for just a bit too long, and you almost went bye-bye. We'd have got you back. It could be anyone, Chloe. You know how the human muted Yvonne the other week? We're still not over that, Yvonne. We still find that a very traumatic experience. Anyway, let's not talk about liver. Yes, Chloe, the human has previous, I'm afraid. They never fluffed it. Paula, no. Anyway, I suppose we'd better do this escape room. Yeah. It's not the worst, but it does smell weird. Yeah, let's talk about us and dying instead. That's much more tasteful. Yvonne, you do still have PTSD. Well, it looks like the human's not going to feel better about it anytime soon, is she? Anyway, I suppose what should I start a new live goal before we begin? Should I? Or shall we just crack on? You let me know. I'm going to let human take a sip, and then you can tell me whether we crack on or whether we start a new live goal before I crack on. No, Paula, behave. Oh my goodness, Chloe, I had completely forgotten about that. We were almost derailed by a bunch of glitches, and I had completely forgotten, Chloe, that you were sanctified almost. I know, Yvonne, we haven't even begun, and Mr. Werewolf Dude is trying to keep us on track. Next live goal is world domination. Oh, well, I'm down with that. Okay. Dead Carl Fluff? Oh, please no, Paula. Hello, Oozy Miss Susie. Welcome. You are a bit late. I mean, it won't surprise you though, Miss Susie, to know that we haven't actually started yet. So I was, I gave Ace such a hard time for being 20 minutes late. I mean, it's a wonder that anybody arrives at 4 o'clock at all. Why don't you all just rock up at past? You won't have missed anything. Oh dear. Yes, the clock is ticking. Yes, the clock is ticking, Kaluna. Yes. Tales she want only the great and glorious ghost goat. I'm not sure about that. Oh, Laura, again with Persephone? Again? Oh, Miss Susie, it's your birthday. Oh, well, we can't possibly begin before I sing happy birthday to Miss Susie. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Oozy Miss Susie. Happy birthday to you. There we go. I mean, I gave it a bit of oomph there, didn't I? A little bit of flair, a little bit of drama, which isn't usually my thing. I'm a very undramatic person. Yes, I am. So, I'd be talking to myself for half an hour. I can handle that, Mark. Yeah. When did I become Marilyn Monroe? You know what, Laura? If you'd have tuned in yesterday, you would have heard Corey, little old twinsy, do Dolly Parton. So, yeah. Happy birthday, Mr. President. That's as good as it gets. Kind of scary. Oh, Yvonne, everyone's a critic, aren't they? Eh? Scary because I don't blink. Does happy birthday sound like a threat? Yeah, I'll give you a happy fucking birthday. Which Dolly Parton song? She did a bit of 9 to 5 and a very, very small bit of Jolene. Because unlike Dead Carl, lyrics are a bit of a problem. The old memory ain't what it used to be. Hello, Bag and Head Chris. Ayop. So, let's just begin the escape room, shall we? I think we're going to get through it in super quick time because I know you're all going to be great at it. Absolutely great at it. So let's see what we can do. Buckle up, bitches. Oh, hello, Philip. You're just in time. We're about to begin. So, let's begin. You wake on a cold, hard floor. You get to your feet to find yourself in a bank. You try the front door, but not only is it locked, but there are also security shutters sealing the exit. If you want to leave, you need to raise the shutters and unlock the door. Most of the room is taken up with a row of cashiers' desks behind plexiglass. Behind the desks, you can see a large safe. You can also see a door leading behind the plexiglass, but it has a card reader next to it. You'll need a key card to unlock it. Most of the rest of the room is taken up by an annoying maze of rope barriers, lots of stupid poles with bits of rope to shepherd people through the bank like sheep. You also spot an office, which you presume is the bank manager's, and on the wall there are several ATMs, though 2 of them are out of order. It's time to begin looking for a way out. Barriers, office, or ATM! See, that was easy, wasn't it? Eh? Isn't this easy? No one said paperclips. In fact, I don't think there are any paperclips. Yes, I know. Yes, this is an escape room. I know, Beth, 30 minutes in. Oh, fuck. And now I don't want to leave feedback for the app that I'm using to read this all on. Honestly, it's so inconvenient. So barriers, ATM, office, ATM. Oh, I know we've got a thingy going, but it looks like it's going to be ATM. Miss Susie are going to be flying back next week. Right. Mutu make a fort. I have to say, if your response in a place like this, when you're trapped in somewhere, if your response is not to make a fort, are you even real? Can we break the ATM? Well, I don't know. We'll have to find out, won't we, Ozzy? I can see how you miscreants think, though. Teos, you're going to play with the barriers, are you? In a river bank. I know, Chloe, with your thing, you said cash machine. I know. And I was going to say cash machine, but I thought back to yesterday on Kure's Live. I thought back to Kure's Live and the whole Hoover thing. And I thought, we don't need that. Say ATM. Say ATM. Well, that's the thing, Skip. We don't call them ATMs. We call them cash machines. So yeah, I've Americanized it so that we don't start talking about Henry the fucking Hoover again. So, Froggis, don't get ahead of yourself, my dear. Come on. Or Cash Point, yes. Or Hole in the Wall, indeed. Not to be confused with other types of hole in the wall. Moving on. You decide to take a closer look at the ATM, but you don't have any cards on you. You randomly mash a few buttons, but it beeps angrily. You decide to leave it alone for now. That was an anticlimax, wasn't it? So, yeah, it just goes to show that you don't always pick the options that the human thinks of when she writes these. So that leaves, you don't have a card to put in. So that leaves the barriers or the office. Paula, you beep angrily all the time. Right. Froggies, never you mind. Moving on. Yes, Yvonne, Germans call their phones a handy, and we call them mobiles, and you call them cells. I mean, let's just all call them phones. How about that? How about that? Why is it whenever I say something, you all want to pinch stuff? Laura, there's nothing to say that there's any supplies in the office. Come on. You don't need a key card for the office. You need a key card for the cashier's desk, just to be clear. Oh, Xander. I see what you've done there. No, Ozzy, don't loot the office. Right, officers one. Mutu, really? Mess with human resources, really? Right, office, human, office. Wakey. You decide to take a closer look at the office and you're happy to find the door is unlocked. You push it open to find the office is busier than you thought it would be. Oh, in one corner is a large taxidermy bear, while sat behind the desk is the bank manager themselves. Bear or bank manager? That's your next choice. Wow, this is quick fire, isn't it? Pew, pew, pew. Oh, maybe I have had too much sugar today. I'm going to need to lay down after this. It's all too much, isn't it? Too much excitement. Philip has to go. Farewell. Right. Mr. Werewolf Dude, I never said that it was going to be Dead Carl. I said it's the bank manager. So, no. Oh, Yvonne, I see you're liking to use your little emoji thingies now, aren't you? Yeah. Mutu, I never said that. Paula, I did not say that it was going to be Carl. So, no. Yeah. When I get really mature, I'll start calling you all bumface. Oh, yeah, kiss my butt. I don't care. You're ugly. I'm going to let Human take a sip, and I'll calm down for a minute. Right, you all want to look at the bank manager. One day, I should do that, Chloe. One day it'll be Fred. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So, Laura, you're telling Mom. Do you know what? You never get too old. So just, don't bear in mind that you're all the Human siblings now. Human will tell Mom. Paula, you think I sound like Kure? How dare you? We have entirely different accents and pitches of voice. If I was going to sound like Kure, I'd talk more like, "Oh, hello, how are you?" Like that. That's how Kure talks, isn't it? How dare you, Paula? How dare you? How dare you? Hello, YTD Chaz. Any opinions on the Human? Not as smart as she thinks. That goes for all of your species, actually. It did sound a bit like Lois Griffin, didn't it? Isn't that how Kore sounds? Laura, am I making fun of your twin? Yes. Yes, I am, Laura. Yes. Yes, the Human does laugh an awful lot. She can't help herself. She used to do it quietly, but now she doesn't even bother. She cackles like a witch. Do you know what? I'm not sure I could do Kore's voice again if I wanted to. Oh, Peter, the horse is here. That's as good as it gets, I'm afraid. That's as good as it gets. Josh, you're going to tell Kure. You're going to tell Kure, are you? You're going to be a little snitch, are you? You're Kure's little bitch, are you? Are you, Josh? See if I care. Anyway, that bank manager. Yes, Mr. Werewolf Dude, that bank manager. That bank manager. Oh, Human, take a sip. This is... We've only been doing this for 10 minutes. We've had like 2 options. We haven't done fuck all. We're not going to escape, you know. Have a sip, Human, have a sip. Thank you for the sip music. Right, so everybody, the bank manager. I'm worried we're getting too predictable, Human. You decide to take a closer look at the bank manager. Poor Carl, poor dead Carl, poor tasty dead Carl. He can't have been that good a bank manager because while his suit is smart, it's very cheap. You'd think he'd want to have his meat liberated from its polyester prison, so you oblige. Human, you almost choked in excitement. You liked that line, didn't you? As you remove his suit, you check the pockets and find his wallet, which contains only one bank card. You put it in your pocket, sure that it will come in handy. Which means it's time for starters, main, and dessert. It's just a shame that you don't have a drink to go with it. Poor tasty dead Fred. The problem is, Froggish, you say that, and before you know it, the Human finds herself making a dead Fred. Right. So, and Yvonne, we escape very often. We escape a lot. We just don't necessarily survive. Laura, if you want to claim all the post-it notes, claim as many post-it notes, and yes, paper clips as well as you want. And really still with the liver fluff. So, who's right? There is no Fred, Yvonne. There is no Fred. Don't worry. There's no Fred. Just Carl. Dead Carl. Poor dead Carl. Poor tasty dead Carl. That's it. Mutu, there's no point. Anyway, Mr. Werewolf Dude wants to see Bear next. I think since, yeah, why not? Why not? But let's not turn it over to a vote. Let's just see Bear, shall we? Carl probably has a liver. Carl probably had a liver. I think at least one other person has got there first. Intestine spaghetti. Don't the intestines make good sausage casing? Don't you want to encase his sausage? I don't know. You're... do you know what? I'm just... No, Froggies, I never said this was a fucking democracy. How dare you imply I did? I have had many slurs against my name, but democracy has never been one of them. Paula, piles of... a mountain of dead Carl Fluff with various flavour profiles. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Benevolent dictatorship. Thank you, Yvonne. Not always entirely benevolent, but, you know, sometimes you people really test me. What can I say? Oh, Carl Charcuterie. Oh, very posh. Are you going to do a grazing board? Oh, let's have a dead Carl grazing board. Those are the things, aren't they? Is that what young people do? They create grazing boards. You'd like to do that, wouldn't you, Human? A grazing board. Yeah. You've got aspirations to be smarter than you are. Chloe, the choice is always rigged. To be fair, by the time the human has had a go at rigging it to begin with, and then doesn't remember what's happening, by the time you actually get a choice, it's a miracle that any of this fucking happens, you know? Teos, I've yet to harm you? Wow, you've set the bar low. You need a bit more self-respect, Teos. If harming is where it is, we're really on the floor, aren't we? Years and years of mental abuse, but... Nah, that's why you love me. That's why you love me. So, fluffed brain with sugar and maraschino cherries. Oh, you're gonna put a bit of quiche on there, and maybe flame it a bit. Are you, Paula? Have we got any whipped cream? Oh. Anyway, self-respect on that celery. Damn right, Teos. I like the way Human is trying to cover her mouth, like it'll stop you being able to hear her cackle. Like, fuck me, Human, just shut up. So, Bear, yes, Chloe, Bear. You decide to take a closer look at Bear. Yes, Bear. Thank you. You decide to take a closer look at Bear. You reach out to give them a clumsy hug, and as you do, you accidentally knock them over. They hit the floor with a dull thud, and one of their arms breaks off. Distraught, you try and slot it back into place, but it's no good. Bear is old and decaying. But you do find a key card wedged in Bear's shoulder joint. You put it in your pocket. It's sure to come in handy. So the trip to the office was very successful. Oh, Chloe, thank you. All I can see is Froggies saying naughty. And then you fluff them. Oh, I see why that is naughty. So, while you all... Tea kettle? You are a dull thud, Laura. So, we'll let Paula do her fluffing. If you don't like fluffing, I'd advise you to leave the office immediately. If you don't want to be fluffed. Mr. Werewolf, would you like to check out the barriers? And then the ATMs? Should we check out the barriers? Let's check out the barriers. I mean, I'm saying that almost as if I know what I'm doing, don't I? Fluffing, Carl, yes, it's probably best not to think about it. Paula's been fluffing everything this week, and now she's turned to us. Yes, indeed, Xander, fluff my muffin. Maybe we'll bring that sticker back for next week, yes. You're Your KitchenAid mixer. Oh, get you, Paula. I'm not jealous. Human is, but I couldn't give a fuck. Human is really jealous, but I'm not. So if everyone's where did we go astray from this? I know. It's not my fault. Tails, you see no wrong turns. To the barriers. Oh, that's so dramatic, Kaluna. It's like fucking Les Mis, isn't it? I know. Oh, that was the barricades. Oh, well, close enough. Fuck it. So, Beth, your puppy is fascinated by me. Not the only one. You're all innocent, Cal. Well, it's not me. It must be someone else. So, you decide to have a closer look at the rope barriers. Yes, you do. You unhook some of the rope and flex it between your hands. You look around, but you don't have anyone you particularly want to strangle. Then you flick the length of rope, trying to crack it like a whip. But you also don't have anyone you want to whip. So you toss the rope back on the floor. You pick up one of the poles the rope was attached to. It's surprisingly heavy. You swing it. You could easily use it like a very heavy hammer. Interesting. Have I heard that the human is getting married? Well, I must say, Josh, that will be news to the human also. Who's it to? Is it to Blettin? Is it Josh? To be honest, I think they were absolutely made for each other. Tails, you want to smash the ATM? Well, you would, wouldn't you? I mean, we've got a card. Don't we at least want to try Carl's card? Carl's card in in the ATM. Well, do you know what? I'm overruling us. That's what we're going to do. Luna, you'd be more surprised if the pole wasn't heavy. Oh, I feel like I'm getting too predictable this week. No, Tails, you found a card for you. Well, yes, Tails, you found a card for opening the door. You found that in Bear to get into behind the cashier's desk. But you also found Dead Carl's bank card in his wallet. The card of Carl is easier than Carl's card. But then the card of Carl's. Whoa! Sounds much more dramatic. Thank you, Beth. I know I'm a star. Yes. Skip, you think the human would stage a fake wedding just so that she could... Do you know what, Skip? I don't think the human would. I think the human could not bear the thought. Do you know what happens to people when they plan weddings? They go completely fucking insane. Seriously. I mean, I think the human would quite like the food. I think she'd like to plan the food. But you have no idea what would happen. Can you imagine if she had to plan it? And if she actually told her family? Well, I dare say most of them wouldn't fucking believe her. Anyway, thank you, Ruth, for my gifts. Where were we? Chloe, but you don't know his pin. Or do you? Paula, the pole is always heavy, or the pole's always heavy. The pole of the pole, the pole of the pole, Carl's carton, the pole and the pole. Fucking hell, how much sugar have I had today? Maybe I haven't had enough, maybe that's the problem. Yeah. Mr. Werewolf, there was a Little House on the Prairie episode where a woman staged her funeral so she could go to the wake. Now that sounds like the human. That's the human style, isn't it? Oh, human, you almost blocked Luna then, didn't you? I think what the human does is she must be quite surprised that we actually get to the end of the messages. That's how she accidentally ends up blocking people. So, anyway, where were we? Yes, getting fluffed. Cash point time. I know, cash point time. We've got time, Chloe, we've got time. You try Dead Carl's bank card in the ATM. The first thing it does is ask you for the PIN. You don't have to think very long before typing in the numbers. 6969. You knew the PIN all along, didn't you? The machine seems happy with the PIN, but before it could do anything, the screen flickers and the machine dies. Frustrated, you punch the machine with your fist, but it doesn't change anything. It swallowed Dead Carl's card, and you don't have any answers. Hello, Nikki. Did you hear Scottish? No. And it's dead. Yes. Well, damn. Yes. So, what was it that Teo said he wanted to do just now? Yes, Yvonne. Yes, Chloe. Hulk smash. Why am I not with a woman? Excuse me, Nikki? It was indeed Brighton Pride yesterday, and it was an absolutely awful weather day. No trains were running because of the strikes and shit. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the update of one of the biggest festivals in the humans part of the world. Oh, Denise, thank you. Right. So, smash the cash point. Oh, that almost sounded like a jingle. No, I won't distract myself any further. You pick up one of the poles from the rope barrier and smash up the ATM. To your surprise, a snake suddenly bursts out of it. It's no wonder the ATM didn't work, but you can't help wonder where on earth the snake has been hiding. The damage from your pole has not only set the machine alight, but the snake as well. It does its best to escape, but it doesn't get far before it's burnt to a crisp. You're just wondering how to put the rest of the fire out when it slowly dies away. So now not only has the ATM swallowed Dead Carl's bank card, but the only thing you've received in return is being attacked by a flaming snake. You throw the pole down in disgust and watch with surprise as the ATM suddenly spits out a small receipt. You take the receipt, but you're disappointed to discover that most of it is blurred or scorched. You can, however, make out two numbers, an 8 and a 0. You suppose you'll have to make do with that. Oh, hello, Basildon. You're just in time to hear that half of the code is an 8 and a 0. Well. Cashier's desk time. Okay, Chloe. Okay. Basildon, do you get detention? No, it'll be far more severe. But oddly enough, we only just started the escape room 23 minutes ago, so yeah. We've done a lot of talking. We have covered some ground. All I can say is look out, because Paula is fluffing everything. So if that's your thing, yeah. Attacked by a flaming snake. Yes, a snake that is a flame, not a snake that's a little fucker. Yeah. Poor Noobs, at least I remembered it. I know, Beth. I forgot him 1 week. 1 week we forget the stupid fucking snake that was never supposed to be a recurring fucking character anyway, and then 1 week you forget him and never hear the end of it. Anyway. Oh, we got up to 10,000. Thank you, everybody, for all of your likes. Paula, if you want to fluff yourself, I'm not going to judge. I'm just going to say that's how you go blind, okay? Okay. Oh, Basildon, you're getting fluffy Yorkshire puds. Oh, I want Yorkshire pud. Maybe we could do that, human? Anyway, I don't know. So do you want to eat noodles? Ugh. Anyway, you can't give people justice that way. Although, what do I know? So, anyway, Nikki, you have missed Bear, I'm afraid. Paula, you want Yorkshire puds as well now, I know. Let's use the key card, shall we? Before Chloe resorts to capitals again. Crispy noodles with Dead Carl chunks. Oh, now that sounds more like a dog food. Give you a wet nose and a glossy coat. Yvonne, I fluff myself when I think about you. Every night, thinking and fluffing. Anyway, Kaluna, you haven't eaten breakfast yet. Wow, if you wait till the end of this, you're going to fucking starve, aren't you? That's no good. Yes, Paula, Mrs. Baz has created a global craving now. Human kibble, Teos, yes. Human kibble. Right, the cashiers, yes, we're going to do, yes, Mr. Werewolf Dude, yes, Mr. Werewolf Dude, yes, Mr. Werewolf Dude, we'll do that. You swipe the key card on the card reader next to the cashier's desk. It beeps unlocked when you walk in. There are several desks and computers, but sadly very little cash laying about. You do notice a copy of Space Desk Monthly sat invitingly on someone's desk. And on another desk there's a staff notice explaining vault and branch security. Wow. The only other thing is the large safe itself. You wonder how much cash could be stored in a vault like that. But for now, your choice is to read the notice or have a look at Space Desk Monthly. That's your choice. Don't fluff the human, Kibble. That sounds a bit like, don't fluff the human, Kibble. That is indeed premium, Teos. I know, Laura, newsflash, there isn't a Persephone this week. I know that's disappointing. Yes, space desks are fucking miraculous, aren't they? Yeah, I know, Xander, we get Yorkshire puddings outside of Yorkshire. Yes. Space Desk Monthly. I thought we were probably getting bored at finding Luxury Shed Weekly everywhere. Forgotten all about the Space Desk Monthly, haven't we? Don't squeeze the charm in. Don't fluff the human. Desks from space. What happened, Mutu? What happened is that basically the human 1 week couldn't think of the word console. So there was a moment where on one escape room we were in a spaceship and the human couldn't think of what the right word was. So she wrote that there was a desk, just an ordinary desk, because she couldn't think of the fucking word console. And it's very hard to Google the word you want when you don't know what the fucking word is to Google. So she said a desk, and then everyone was like, oh, but it's in a spaceship. And so Basildon said, oh yes, it's a space desk, is it? Is it? Yeah. I know there hasn't been any rudimentary lathes about, has there, either? So, notice wins. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you. It came through mid-rant. Paula's doing the Paula. Desks in space. With the recalcitrant Miss Piggy. So... Sandra, I'm sure Paula will be very happy about that. Lathes as far as the eye could see. I know, Basildon. Now we have a lathe famine, rudimentary or otherwise. So, notice, slay all day, thank you. The notice, the security notice. Oh yes, it's absolutely not bougie, Mutu. Standing desks, I know. I mean, just like, get your normal desk and put a fucking book on top of it. And then put your laptop on that. Like, what's the problem here? What's the problem? And everyone wore a hat. My goodness. Basildon. So, let's look at the security notice. You decide to take a closer look at the staff notice on the branch's security measures. You read it very carefully, but for a notice that covers something so important, it doesn't say very much. It merely explains that opening the bank vault will also prompt an override on the front doors. So while you'll still need a key to escape, opening the vault will cause the security shutters to reset themselves. It seems a curious quirk for such an important security system. Yeah? It seems such a curious quirk for such an important security system. But you just shrug. Fuck knows you've heard weirder things. So, Nikki, you're the problem, are you? Oh, Josh, if a space desk isn't in space, doesn't that make it just a desk? Oh, this is like I say sometimes. Some of the things you say seem really, really profound. Or really silly. Yvonne, we need the bouncy ball chairs. Yeah. Paula, I don't need anything fluffed, thank you. Or floofed. How do I get tongue-tied with no tongue? Well, Blettin has all the tongue and we have all the tying. Right. Exactly, Mr. Werewolf Dude, if a tree falls. Right, you'd like to read the magazine. Let's read the magazine, and then I'll let the human take a sip, and then it might be that things have sort of fallen into place. You flick through the copy of Space Desk Monthly. The centerfold is a beautiful specimen, a mix of walnut and ash with a delicate gold pattern inlaid on top, and it has ample drawer space. Way hey! But by the time you get to the back cover, you realise someone has used it as some sort of notebook. It's been doodled and scribbled all over. But amongst the mess, you notice two numbers that look particularly handy. 8 and 0. So there we go. We've got some codes. Yes, Froggis. Yeah. 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 So I'm going to let the human take a sip, and then we will indeed use the code, Mr. Werewolf Dude. Cody code, yes. Thank you for the sip music. Sip, human. No, Paula. No. Thank you. Right, thank you for the sip music. Now we are going to use the code on the safe, because we know this will raise the shutters. Because we've read the notice, and because we've all been paying perfect attention, haven't we? What? Oh, I see, Chloe, I see. Yes. So, let's use the code. You realise that you have a 4-digit code, so you approach the large, daunting safe. You type in the numbers and pull open the door. As expected, it's stacked high with cash. You're tempted to help yourself to a few quid. Surely no one would ever notice. But you also spot the key that you need to open the front doors. Now you're able to escape. But the pressing question is, do you help yourself to a few quid? Or do you just leave? Choose. Take it. Take the money. Or leave. Take or leave. Take or leave, please. Take or leave. What are you going to do? Take it and run. Yes, Beth, I think that's what I'd do. 90210, Paula, come on. Paula, you wouldn't not take the cash. Beth, you do both. Don't eat the money. Laura, you don't want any quids. Well, I'm afraid that pound sterling is all you have. Mutu, you want to leave immediately? Yeah. Kaluna, you think we're going to die anyway, so you might as well have a bit of cash. Basildon, you're going to run for the paperclip shop, are you? Fake money, Teos. Whatever you say. Make like a tree and leave. Carl, you need to pay the ferryman. Oh, it's another one of those. Is it deep or is it silly moments? Chloe, you have student debt. You'll take it. I know, right? Yes, it is true. You have been killed for a lot less. Butt theft. Okay, I get it now. Right, anyway, everybody. Okay. So, this is for all the people who decided they were going to take the money, which I think was the overwhelming majority of you. Oh, hello, Emma. No, we're not dead yet. But this is the first ending. We made it into the safe, and this is for all the people who decided they were going to help themselves to the money rather than just leave. So this is for everyone who's going to take the cash. You decide to help yourself to some money. Why not? You feel like you've earned it. Besides, you're probably not going to live long enough to spend a fraction of it. So the least you can do is buy yourself some dinner on the way home before the police or the men in black or a murderous fucktopus catch up with you. You start indiscriminately grabbing a few notes from here or there. Nothing too big, nothing used. You're not stupid. You begin stuffing You begin stuffing the cash in your pockets. It's a good job they're so big. You decide your pockets are full enough and you turn to leave, but you can only watch as the safe door slowly swings shut. You run to try and stop it, but you're too far away. It seals with a thud and an odd hissing sound, leaving you plunged into darkness. You begin to feel panicky. You wonder why it made that strange hissing noise when it closed. You have a bad feeling that it's the sound of an airtight seal. Unable to see in the dark, you try and picture in your mind just how big the room was. Surely there's enough air in here to keep you alive for a while. But then again, you have no idea how long it'll be before someone finds you. Maybe too long. You suppose it serves you right for being greedy. You decide to feel around in the dark and make yourself a nice nest out of all the stacks of cash. It's time to lay down and do the Paula. Maybe someone will find you before the air runs out. But you doubt it. And you're dead. So there we go. That was very stupid. You shouldn't have taken the cash. Of fucking course, Ozzy. I know. Paula, you die rich. Oh, Nikki, you've said a comment that says you really need to sing to. That's too much information, Nikki. So I think Mutu and Laura said you were just going to leave. I think you were one of the very few who did. So it's time to hear whether you can be equally as smug that you left without the cash. Oh, hello, Knights of Prime. Beautiful. Right back at you, beautiful. Yeah. Paula, you're going to... Jesus Christ, Paula. It's... And people call me psychotic. You're going to burn the cash. Oh, and you as well, Yvonne. Okay. So this is for everybody who said we were going to leave. Basildon, people will argue about how you died. Maybe. The human does say that about her father. He's been a little bit accident prone over the course of his life, and she's always thought that when they dig him up, they'll think he's some heroic warrior of the age. And he's not, he's just a clumsy fucker. Yeah. Knights of Prime is a knight and a gentleman. You have to be honest and kind. Well, that is very knightly, isn't it? My goodness. Laura, you're going to walk out of here with your lathe, your Space Desk Weekly, and your Post-it notes. Well, we'll see. We'll see how far you get to walk, shall we? So this is the ending for everybody who said they were going to leave without taking the cash. You look around at the tempting cash, but decide to leave instead. You've made mistakes like this before, and it's never gone well for you. You pause as you leave the vault, supposing you'll probably die whether you take the money or not, but at least this way you'll die with a clear conscience. You close the safe behind you, and with key in hand, you walk to the front door. You unlock it and step outside to find yourself on a bustling and busy high street. You're quite surprised that no one had found you while you were trying to escape. You had assumed it was the middle of the night. Was there no CCTV in the bank? Or was it just that no one cared? It makes you wish you had taken some money now. You begin walking down the street, amazed that you've actually managed to cheat death this week. But you're so lost in your thoughts that you don't hear someone shouting out a warning. Time seems to slow as you realize the danger too late. You freeze as you look around to discover that everyone is staring at you and pointing up. You look up just in time to see what you think is the bottom of a large piano dropping straight on your head. Death is instant. Your head crumples into your body, which crumples into the floor in a split second. But at least you didn't have to suffer. But you'd hate to have to be the one to clear up the mess. And it's a shame you can't sample your own pate. And you're dead. So there we go, death all round. A piano. Yes, I know, Yvonne, quite unexpected, but surely it happens. Beth, you almost died almost broke your leg, sorry, tripping on air. It happens. I know, Sandra, that's something to think about now, isn't it? Right? All of these, they had their bones chipped here and they had a chunk missing there and most of their teeth were gone. Yes, because they're fucking clumsy. Yeah. Paula, stop offering to fluff the nice night, please. Please, thank you. Oh, Teos, your connection is unstable, well, it matches everything else now, doesn't it? So, death by piano, or is it death by gravity? Yes, maybe that. Stop with the hats, Basildon. Laura, you think that's most likely how you actually will die? No, Paula, fluffing will not save us. Yeah, I have to say, in real life, isn't a piano better than suffocation? Suffocation, you've got time to worry about it. Piano, it's like, whoop, done. Yeah. Mr. Werewolf Dude, you broke your arm on an ironing board. Emma has to go. Farewell, Emma. Right. Edward is back. Edward is still odd, I warn you. Tells you want a Moonlight Sonata on the piano that killed you. That would be a bit dark, wouldn't it? It'd be like if you died in a road traffic accident and you want that to be your hearse. That's... sing us a song, you're the piano man, right? Beth, you would like a sticker next week, Paula, stop. Paula, stop trying to fluff the nice night. Okay, we'll have to see if the human can remember that. I have a feeling that if we do have a sticker that says Paula stop, I think it will have a lot of use. I think it'll become a permanent one. Don't you? Yes. Edward, you like death. Excellent. Excellent. A hard hat would not have helped you, no. Right, everyone wore a hat. No, Basildon! Enough. You cannot poof out like a pufferfish, Xander. So, good afternoon, Lauren. Welcome. Xander, you'd like to do the Paula? I'll see what we can do. I'm not sure if we're going to have them ready for the special sub-only live tomorrow. But yeah, we'll definitely have at least one of those ready, if not both. So, Paula, don't even kid yourself. You know how some people are so delusional that even they say rubbish and they believe it. Paula, really? Right, Human's going to take a sip and then we're going to try and sign off. Normal is boring. Damn right, Kyle. Damn right. So yes, sub only live tomorrow, which for us is 4 p.m, which for you is the time that our lives normally start, if that helps. Froggish, you want Paula stop and Basildon enough? Okay. So yes, usual time tomorrow, sub only live. Do join us then. Thank you for the sip music. 3 a.m. for you, Mutu. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. That's 11 Eastern in the UA. 8 for you. Human, you almost... you almost blocked Paula, but you've also... See, what happens is, the problem is when the human taps the screen, a bit more information about you comes up, and sometimes she accidentally mutes you with it, and sometimes it just brings up your profile. Paula, your profile says bored fruit donkey. I mean, I'm not surprised. Really. Miss Susie, you want a Susie sticker? That might be a bit late, Miss Susie. I'll see if I can do a happy birthday sticker for tomorrow. We'll see about that. Was the human shipping? Well, she's had enough of it, Basildon, that she is shipping it. She's having a little ship. It's just beer. Just a nice little drop of beer. And hello, Mimi. Hello. But I am going to try and sign off now. I say try. So don't forget, subs, you can join me the usual time tomorrow for a special sub only live. If you're not a sub, I think you can watch it, but you have to keep signing back in like every 60 seconds or something. I don't know. Justice for Paula, pack it in. Basildon, enough. See, sometimes I don't know if you're children or if you're not even children. I think you might be pets. You know, I feel like, down Basildon, heel, like that. Fluffstis, no. High notifications, no, Mimi, I don't. Skip, you think you'd make a great pet, would you? Oh, I see, Yvonne, it doesn't let you comment and then kicks you out. I see. Yes, Laura, pets. Laura, it's the only compliment you're ever going to get from me. Ace, if you have to say that you're house trained, it makes me think that you're not. Yeah. And Tales the Dead Carl Seance, we certainly won't forget about that. Oh, Miss Susie, you've resubscribed. Thank you so much. Well done. So, hello, Aura. So I am going to try and sign off, but don't forget, subs. You can join me, usual time tomorrow. Well, not me, it'll be Tipo and hopefully the human's mother. You can join them tomorrow. Zelo is fine, thank you. And as it happens, I do have a website and I do have Patreon. And you can follow the link in my profile if you want to get merch or join on Patreon and things again. You've subscribed again. £6 is how many dollars? Oh, I thought it was £5, Miss Susie. And $6. I don't know. It's confusing. Beth, do try. And if not, I hope that a work Monday is not as depressing as it can often be. So, indeed, Kyle, normal is boring. Oh, they raised the price, Mr. Werewolf Dude. Do you know what else they're doing for the month of August? If I reach 50 subs before the end of August, I get a bonus from TikTok. And I don't know why they're doing it. But I would imagine now that you've said they've put the price up, that's probably why. They've put the price up and now they're worried that people won't subscribe, the fuckers. So, oh, Paula, holiday weekend, so you're off. My goodness, Paula, I hope you have nice weather and fun things to do. Lots of cheese to eat. Sock Monkey, who wants Zelo and Mum next time? Honestly. Tails, you're off. Well, I'll be expecting you then. Wow, these are very odd amounts, aren't they? Which is really weird. You know what's really weird about it? Is that when TikTok pays me out, they pay me in dollars. So it's like they charge you in pounds, but then they pay me in dollars. What the hell? If I get 50 subs before the end of August, they give me an extra payout. And I don't remember what it is. I don't remember if it's a percentage or an amount. I don't remember. Yeah. So, anyway, wasn't I signing off a few minutes ago? Paula, I cannot possibly clone the human's mother. Believe me, the human loves her mother very much, but she doesn't need two of them. Okay. So, yes, Laura, it is time for the Finger of Doom. So, everybody, you know where to go to check out my goodies, to check out my merch, and check out Patreon. Yvonne, what makes me the most money? On TikTok, the live subscriptions. The problem is with TikTok, they're not always upfront about how much of a percentage you get, but they are reasonably upfront about the subscriptions. So, no, I didn't say I'd stay for 20 more minutes, Josh. Come on. So, as far as percentages goes, a Patreon subscription lets me keep more than a TikTok subscription. Does that make sense? After all, fees and shit. Is it a fact or a threat, the two? Oh, snort like a pig, why don't you? How many subs for us to take over TikTok and Facebook? Well, we might as well. Why stop there? Let's take over the whole world. Yes. Is merch more helpful? Well, kinda. I mean, I don't know, guys, because merch, you get something out of it. It sort of depends. The thing that bothers me with the TikTok live is it's not that I don't enjoy it, and I think it's really rejuvenating the shit that we do, the weird stuff, like Zula doing some fortune telling next week. But I don't worry that I worry you don't get your money's worth. You know, that's what worries me. And I'm sort of surprised at how many of you have got on board with it. I think probably because it's quite easy. So yeah, a few hours later, I know, Froggies, I know. So, yeah, Paul, I do think Patreon, you do get extra content and we get a better percentage after fees and stuff like that. So, yeah. It sort of depends, guys. It depends what you want out of it, whether you want to see more stuff or whether you want something physical that you can hold in your hands to remind you of us. But it's all good, people. I really do appreciate all the support you've given me. And you probably don't know this, but when the human was very poorly with COVID at the start of the year, we didn't think we'd make it this far. We thought we'd have to pack this whole thing in. So I really do appreciate that, that you've shown me so much support and it's kept us going. It really has. So lots of love. And roll on next week. Yeah. That's very kind, Yvonne. That's very kind. And it does indeed keep the alien lights on, though that does make it easier for them to find us. Anyway. Froggish, you want Zelo. I know. Yeah, well, I'm never going to hear it again, Laura, so you better have been listening fucking good. Yeah? It was short. Do you know what, Laura? You ruined it. It was going to be a really touching moment, and then you waded in. And you spoilt it all. It's like a boom sledgehammer and knocked it all out. It was going to be really touching. We're really connecting, Paula. Laura, sorry. Oh my goodness, I'm so used to using my big alien voice for telling off Paula. I can't apologise enough, Paula. I just suggest that you that you do something to deserve it. Oh no, Paula, I wasn't going to touch you. I wasn't going to fluff you. It was touching. Anyway. Yes, like a wrecking ball. Right, anyway. Now that beautiful moment has been completely ruined, I think it probably really is time for me to sign off before anything gets any worse. So, yes, everybody, thank you. I mean, the big thank yous, yes. Thank you that we've kept going because I didn't think we would. But thank you, everybody, for joining me week after week. It's amazing. We need a Wrecking Ball Escape Room edition. Maybe we do. Anyway, well, yes, I'm sure it can get worse, Froggies. Don't challenge me. Thank you, Beth. Thank you. So, everybody, back to ruffling your fluff. Everybody, go fluff yourselves till you go blind. That's the wisdom I'm going to leave you with. Now, don't forget, if you want to watch these again, they'll be available on YouTube and on the website next week. Links in profile, all my usual stuff. But a construction site, okay, Yvonne. You can add it to the list. So, everybody, thank you for joining me. Thank you for all of my gifts. Thank you for subs. And don't forget, subs, you can join Tipo and the Human's Mother tomorrow. And on that note of big thank yous, Finger of Doom is here. I think we better Finger of Doom it while we can. Thank you so much, everyone. Have the most amazing rest of the day. Go and fluff yourselves. Fluff yourselves and each other. So farewell, everyone. Have a lovely week. See you next week for more insanity. Join us tomorrow for a special live. Farewell, everyone.